Did the Oklahoma City Thunder just throw away their best chance to win this series in Game 6? Today, we got to talk about what went wrong for the Oklahoma City Thunder in Game 6 and what this could mean for not only the future of this series, but the future of the playoff run for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Guys, thank you for tuning in. If you guys have not already, make sure you guys hit that like, hit the subscribe button. Join the discussion below. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are on the Oklahoma City Thunder's Game 6 loss to the Denver Nuggets. And I think it's appropriate to start here. The Oklahoma City Thunder, once again, were not able to take advantage of the things that they were supposed to be able to take advantage of, like it's been all series long. All series long, we have said Oklahoma City Thunder needs to take advantage of when Jokic is on the bench. They need to take advantage of the non-Jokic minutes. For the majority of the part, Oklahoma City has not done well in that category. They have allowed role players, even at home, to beat them. And then tonight, you get a Jamal Murray that is under the weather, and definitely in the first quarter, I'm sitting there watching OU baseball while watching the game, and I can clearly tell Jamal Murray is not 100% there. But yet the Oklahoma City Thunder allowed Jamal Murray to go out there and score 25 points and allowed Denver to force a Game 7, losing the game 119-107. And when you look at some of the factors that kind of led to this, Oklahoma City shot the ball pretty well from the field at 46.7%. Denver also shot 46.5%, but Oklahoma City only shot 27.5% from three. Denver shot 37.5% from three. And that's expected. That's to be expected because role players will play better at home. So you kind of figured a guy like Strother or a Peyton Watson or any of these guys would maybe try to take a step up at home and give the Nuggets an advantage, especially with Jamal Murray not being 100% there. But Oklahoma City lost the rebounding battle again by 12 rebounds. And for an Oklahoma City Thunder fan, this is frustrating because you felt like by going out and getting a guy like Isaiah Hartenstein, that would help fix this problem that was a problem last year. And so you look at some of the underlying factors and you look at just the squad that's around Nikola Jokic. This is a championship-winning squad. I don't think anybody's going to deny that because this team has won a championship, or most of these guys on this team have won a championship together. They have that DNA. They know how to go out there and win these kind of games. But for Oklahoma City, you're a little inexperienced in that department. But if you just play your game, there's a good chance you win this game. Here's what I mean by this. The Denver Nuggets shot 46.5% from field. When you go back and you watch the game, the Thunder, I felt like, did not play their best defensive game. They did not play the defensive game that they normally go out there and play night in, night out. And I think if you just do that, that's enough to close this series out. Because it's going to frustrate guys like Jamal Murray. It's going to frustrate guys like Jokic. Maybe makes Westbrook try to do a little too much, like what you saw in the first quarter when Oklahoma City started to come back from 10 down and ended up closing the quarter only down by, 3 points? Or 2 points? But the Oklahoma City Thunder just did not play that game today. And I get it. Winning 3 straight against the Denver Nuggets is really hard. This is a really good team. I just told you, this is a championship team. The Nuggets have what it takes to win a championship this year. However, it seems unlikely because they fired their head coach. They fired their GM. They just came out of a Game 7. It's been a lengthy season for them, right? It feels unlikely for Denver to go out there and do it, but they can do it. They have the ability and the tools to go out there and do it. We've seen them do it. But for the Oklahoma City Thunder, you are the better team in this series. But when you have guys like, and we're gonna dog on J-Dub a little bit today, because, you know, in the first series, we praised J-Dub for being there in those games, for being that second option, and for most nights being the first option when Shai was taken out of the games. But for most of this series, especially on the road, it feels like Jalen Williams has completely disappeared. Last night went 3 of 16 from the field, 0 of 4 from 3, 6 points. He had 7 rebounds and 10 assists. So almost, well, I say almost a double-double, but he didn't have 10 points and he didn't, so I guess not almost a double-double. But you kind of get what I'm saying here. Like, this is not the Jalen Williams that you need in the playoffs to be able to go out there and win. If Jalen Williams can get you 20 points alongside SGA with 30, and this is a consistent thing, Oklahoma City is at this moment currently sitting waiting for Sunday to play game 1 against the Minnesota Timberwolves. That's where I believe this is sitting. I saw an interesting stat. I think it was from Brandon Rabar over there on Twitter. And it said that Oklahoma City in this series, SGA has only had one teammate score 20-plus points. One. Nikola Jokic has had 3. 3. That matters. Especially although you look at SGA as a superstar, maybe a top 5 player in the league. It's hard as a top 5 player in the league to do it all yourself. Look at Giannis Antetokounmpo. I'd say he's a top 5 player in the league. He couldn't do it all himself to beat the Indiana Pacers. So what makes you think SGA is going to be able to do that against the Denver Nuggets? And now you have to go play a game 7 at home, which is good. You get an opportunity to close it out on your home court. But the Nuggets get an extra day of rest here. There's a 2-day gap between game 6 and game 7. So you imagine the Denver Nuggets are going to be a little bit more rested and ready to go for game 7. And this is not ideal for the Thunder. You wanted to close this sucker out. And so you look at what went wrong here in game 6. Jalen Williams completely disappearing in this game. Although we had 3 steals and 1 block on the defensive side of the ball, kind of being a presence felt there on the offensive side of the ball, completely being a non-factor. You can't have that. Chet Holmgren, 8 of 14 from the field, 2 of 7 from 3, 11 rebounds, 19 points. You'll take that from Chet all day long. Luguentz Dort. I still stand by this. You can't be starting Luguentz Dort in the fourth quarter to close this game out. You can't do it. He plays better at home, but on the road, I think you need a guy like Alex Caruso or Cason Wallace in there. And this has been something that fans have kind of questioned mark on all season or all playoffs. And I think, we got to a point where we looked at, what was it, game 5? It was game 4. And you closed out that fourth quarter with Alex Caruso and Cason Wallace in kind of like a rotation manner. And you didn't see Dort on the court at all in the fourth quarter. And the Oklahoma City Thunder had a little bit more of offensive life. I love Dort, and I think he's going to be phenomenal for us in the next series. I still think Oklahoma's going to get past the Denver Nuggets. That's why I say that. But Dort can't be playing in the fourth quarter for you on the road here. In this situation, it doesn't work. And that was a mistake by Mark. So we're going to dive more into game 7 over here in the next couple of days. We'll look at maybe having some people on to kind of break this down for you. But I'm definitely vividly frustrated, just like a lot of you guys are, because it feels like with Oklahoma City being the better team here, this series should have already been closed out. Oklahoma City should be on the couch waiting for game 1, waiting to play the Timberwolves. But instead, we're sitting here talking about Oklahoma City having their backs against the wall in a game 7 in a must-win situation where anything can happen and your season can end. So if you guys are new to the channel, jump in the comments below. Give me your thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. We'll see y'all next time.